Hello my dear children, all of you have performed very well in your biology examination which was held today. Question paper was excellent based on NCERT book, though some questions were tricky and one or two questions little bit lengthy, but overall the question paper was excellent and gives the indication that thorough reading of the NCERT book and the understanding of each and every line of the NCERT book is highly required. Some of you have requested me for the discussion of the MCQ part. So here in this video I am going to discuss the set 2 and the set 3 for the series SSRR 3 by 3. Already I have discussed set 1. So let's get started. First set 2 series SSRR 3 by 3. First question, the ploidy of the apomictic embryos important word, developing from the integument and the synergids respectively would be N2N, 2NN, 3N, 2N, 2N, 3N. So integument, that means 2N, synergids, that means N. So the correct option will be B. Next. Question number 2, a DNA fragment has 2500 nucleotides. That means 2500 bases, right? Out of which 240 are guanine. As per Chargaff's rule, what we know, that is amount of adenine equals to thymine and amount of cytosine equals to guanine, and in between adenine and thymine double hydrogen bond, in between cytosine and guanine triple hydrogen bond. That we know, triple hydrogen bond, right? So here in the question, that how many bases having double hydrogen bond between them does this DNA fragment possess? Okay, so 240 guanine, that means 240 guanine, that means cytosine also will be 240 as per Chargaff's rule, that will be cytosine. So total cytosine and guanine will be 480, right? And in the question paper what is written, that is having double hydrogen bonds, that means this one we have to consider. So 2500 minus 480, so it will be 0, it will be 2, 2020. Here it is not told base pairs. Base pairs means then for one double hydrogen bond one base pair, but how many bases the question. So for one double hydrogen bond how many base? 2 base. So total 2500, out of that for triple hydrogen bond that is 480. So the rest, that is 2020, will be the answer for having double hydrogen bond in this question. So the correct answer will be D, 2020 bases. I hope this part is absolutely clear to you. Next question, the mechanism to produce seeds without fertilization has evolved in the given family of the flowering plants Asteraceae, Solanaceae, Malvaceae, Liliaceae. Asteraceae, you see, that is the line of the NCERT book, Asteraceae and the grasses Apomixis, without fertilization. So the correct answer will be Asteraceae. Louis Pasteur dismissed the theory of spontaneous generation by his experiments using pre-sterilized flasks and killed yeast. It is also from the NCERT book. Louis Pasteur, sterilized flask, life did not come from killed yeast. Clear? So from the NCERT book, thorough reading is required. After the 1850s, in the post-industrialization era in England, the expected effect of natural selection on the number of white-winged moths as compared to the dark-winged moths was post-industrialization. That means polluted. So white-winged were less. Before industrialization, more white-winged. But post-industrialization, polluted. So number of white-winged moth will be less. So the correct option will be less in number. Post-industrialization, that means pollution is there. So what white-winged moths as compared to dark-winged moth will be less in number. Option A is the correct answer. Next. A snapdragon plant bearing the red color flower was crossed with a snapdragon plant bearing white flower. The F1 progeny selfing produced the progeny in the ratio of, see, that is the screenshot from your NCERT book. Now here that is the red color. Red color means capital R crossed with the snapdragon bearing white color, that means smaller. Then in the F1 progeny, this is the parental type. Then in the F1 progeny, capital R smaller, this is red color, this is white color for the snapdragon flower, this is the pink color, incomplete dominance. Now F1 progeny on selfing, this line you have to understand. F1 progeny on selfing, very important. So that is, both of them are selfed. So with the help of checkerboard we can find out the ratio. F1 generation has been selfed. Capital R smaller, again selfed with capital R smaller, crossed with capital R smaller. So capital R smaller, for this one capital R smaller. So now here you see the condition. For capital R, that is 1 in number, it will be red, is to capital R smaller, that will be 2, that is pink. Now smaller, that will be 1, that is the white. So the correct answer will be 25% red, 50% pink 2 and 25% white. So option D. Clear? Next. In which of the following chromosomal disorders do individuals have short stature, underdeveloped feminine characters and the sterile ovaries? So the correct answer will be Turner syndrome. From the NCERT book, the screenshot, disorder, that is the sterile ovaries, rudimentary, okay, beside the lack of other secondary sexual characteristic features. So the correct answer is Turner syndrome. Now the next. This question has already been discussed for the set 1. Once again I am telling, that is, this was which one of the following represents the correct annealing of primers to the DNA to be amplified in the PCR. Okay, that is from the PCR amplification NCERT book. If you study, you will understand. So this one is not possible. Same annealing, not possible. Then the second one, 3-5, 3-5, it is possible. Third one, 3-3, same side, not possible. Fourth one, 5-5, 5-5-, not possible. So correct answer is B for the annealing. Next, the patient is suffering from fever, chill, cough, headache and the bluish fingernails and the lips. These symptoms referred to, that will be for the pneumonia. You see from the NCERT book, the line is given. Respiration, the symptoms of the pneumonia: fever, chill, cough, headache. In severe cases, lips and fingernails may turn grey to bluish in color. Directly the line has been copied from NCERT book. In an experiment, E. coli grown in a medium containing N14, that is NH4Cl, N14 type, is the light isotope of nitrogen, followed by growing it for the 6th generation. This line is important. Generation in the medium of heavy isotope, that is the N15. After 6th generation, the DNA was extracted and subjected to cesium chloride density gradient centrifugation. Identify the correct density, light, hybrid and heavy, and the ratio of the bands of the DNA in the cesium chloride density gradient configuration. This is little bit a tricky question. Here you have to understand one thing, though already I have explained in set 1, but once again I am explaining. Here you see in your book the screenshot has been taken. That was grown in the N15 heavy isotope in the book, and then N1 100% hybrid. You see N1 100% hybrid, that was the number was 2, and that is the generation 1. Generation 1, the number of DNA fragments, the segments, that is 2, and 100% hybrid. Clear? In the book it is written, but that was grown in the N15. Here it is given opposite data, grown medium heavy isotopes of N15, okay. First grown N14 and then N15, and then this generation, that is the generation 2, that you see hybrid number 2, this is 1, this is 2, and these two are the light banded, that is for the 1:1 ratio, that is 2:2, 1:1 ratio. The book. Now let's discuss. First generation, how many DNA segment? 2. Second generation, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Then the next generation, third generation, 8. Then the next generation, fourth generation, 16. So that means 2 to the power n. For this case, we have to consider 6th generation. That means 2 to the power 6. That means 64. Right? 2 to the power 64. Now, then see, in the first generation there will be 100% hybrid, that is generation 1. Hybrid will be hybrid, that means N14, N15 type, because initially it was N14 type, light isotope of nitrogen. So that is hybrid will be 2 in number, 100%. After that, in the medium, N14 light isotope of nitrogen is not available at all. So no chance of getting hybrid DNA fragment. So all will be heavy one, because N14 is not available in the medium. So heavy isotope, that will be N15 type. But how many? 64. First generation 2 hybrid, so -2, that is 62. So the ratio will be for the hybrid is to heavy equals to 2:62. That means 1:31. Okay, so hybrid is to heavy 1:31. This will be the answer. Is it clear? So hybrid 100% in generation 1, and generation 2 onwards, these hybrid N14, N15 type is not available, because in the medium only N15. Clear? And this is the formula that you have to use. Next, this already I have explained in that page only. Now the next one. For the replication of the first recombinant DNA, Stanley Cohen and the Boyer used the DNA polymerase. From which one? That is from the E. coli. From the book, this line has been given. That is E. coli, option C. Population growth curve applicable for a population growing in nature with limited resources available to them. Limited resources means this will be the graph. Okay, for the limited resources. So the correct option will be C. Next, assertion reasoning. The zygote gives rise to heart-shaped embryo and subsequently pro-embryo in most angiosperms. It is wrong because first pro-embryo and then the globular and then the heart-shaped. So assertion is false. So assertion is false only for section D. No need to read even reason, because you see only in one option assertion A is false, that is D. So yes, assertion A is false but reason is true. So assertion A is false. Even if we don't read the D, we can blindly say that will be the D, because assertion is false. This part is false. Okay. Heart-shaped letter, the last one. Now the next one, primary transcripts in eukaryotes are subjected to splicing to remove the introns. It is true. Primary transcripts contain both exon and introns, and the introns are non-functional in eukaryotes. It is also true, and the correct explanation. So the option will be A. Okay. This is the exons are said to be sequence appear in the mature processed RNA. Introns or intervening sequence do not appear in the mature or the processed RNA. So this is the screenshot taken from your book to make you understand how the study and the understanding of the NCERT book is important. Now the next question. The starter facilitates the even mixing of the oxygen availability in a bioreactor. It is true. The start tank bioreactor generally have a flat base. No, they have a that is the curved base. It is written, I think. Yes, that is a curved base. Curved base. So the reason is false. Then the correct option will be assertion is true but the reason is false. Assertion is true but the reason is false. That means C is not it. Now the next one, the chronic use of alcohol by a person leads to cirrhosis. It is true. Alcohol addiction at times becomes cause of mental and financial distress to the entire family of the addicted person. It is also true but not the correct explanation. You see, nervous system cirrhosis from the NCERT book line and mental cause financial distress in our entire family. So exactly the two lines are copied from your NCERT book, but not both are true but not the correct option. So then in that case it will be both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. So it will be B. Clear? Next, that is the set 3. Embryo formation without fertilization is observed in some species. That will be mango. Mango and citrus given in your book. Mango and citrus in your book, it is given, NCERT book. The screenshot has been taken. The origin of life according to early Greek philosopher was transfer of unit of life from the outer space to the different planets in the form of spores from the NCERT book line. Okay. Next, the ploidy of the apomictic embryos. Apomictic embryos developing from the nucellus. Nucellus means 2N and nucellus, and the antipodal cell, that means 2N. It's antipodal cell, that means N. Sorry, antipodal cell means N and it is nucellus means 2N. So the correct option will be 2N and N. Right? Nucellus 2N, antipodal cell N. So option will be B. DNA fragment has 300 nucleotides, out of which 160 are guanine. How many bases have double hydrogen bond? Double, not triple, double hydrogen bond between them. Thus this, the guanine 160, DNA fragment 300. Again the Chargaff rule. So I will explain here. 3000 nucleotides means nitrogen bases also 3000. Okay, 160 guanine, that means equal number for the cytosine, that will be 160, and in between there will be triple hydrogen bond. So 160 plus 160 equals to 320, right? So now 3000 minus 320, that is 8. Two 2680. So the correct answer will be 2680. You may ask, that is, why 2680? It should be half of, that is 1340. No, cannot be 1340, because here you see that is the double bond hydrogen. Double bond hydrogen means between adenine and thymine, double bond hydrogen. For one double bond hydrogen, how many nitrogen base? 2. So if in the, as in the question paper it is written how many bases, so that means 3000 minus for the guanine cytosine 320, 2680. But if in the question paper given how many base pairs, then for one double hydrogen bond, one nitrogen base pair, then it could be the answer 1340. But in this case, how many bases, not base pairs, so the answer will be 2680. I feel the explanation is clear to you. Next, after the 1850s, in the post-industrialization, that means pollution was there. In the era in the England, the expected effect of the natural selection on the number of white-winged moths as compared to dark-winged moths. White-winged was less, so it will be less in number. Is not it? Post-industrialization means pollution level was high, so white-winged moth compared to dark-winged moth was less in number. Option A. White-winged moth were more in the before pre-industrialization, and here it is the post-industrialization. So I hope answer is clear to you. In which of the following chromosomal disorders do the individuals have short statures, small head, furrowed tongue and partially open mouth? The answer will be Down syndrome. Clear cut answer. Down syndrome, here you see short stature, small round head, furrowed tongue, partially open mouth. Exactly the line has been copied from the NCERT book. Next, a snapdragon plant bearing pink color flowers is crossed with pink color. Snapdragon pink color means capital or smaller, heterozygous. This is pink color, is crossed with snapdragon plant bearing white color. White color means homozygous recessive for the snapdragon, white color. Pink color and white color. Snapdragon plant. F1 progeny will show, F1 progeny, it is crossed parental as per the question. Then F1 progeny, what will happen? With the help of checkerboard we can show. From here the gamete will be capital R and the smaller. From here the gamete will be smaller and the smaller type. So capital R, smaller, 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 capital R, smaller, capital R, smaller, 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 smaller. Right. So here you see for this part capital R, smaller, that is capital R, smaller, number will be 2 and it is pink color. Smaller, number will be 2, it is white color. So pink is to white 50-50. Pink is to white 50-50. That will be the option. Correct option will be C. Pink 50 and 50 white. pink 50, white 50. Okay, next. Already explained. So this page is not needed. Already explained. A patient is suffering from the infection of alveoli of lungs and is showing symptoms of fever, chill, cough, headache, bluish colored lips, fingernails. The patient was diagnosed to be suffering from infection, that is Haemophilus influenzae and the pneumonia. So that is from your NCERT book answer. This screenshot taken from your NCERT book. Okay, so the correct answer will be option C, Haemophilus influenzae. Okay. Fever, chill, cough, headache. Exact line copied from the book. And the leaves and fingernails may turn bluish to grey to bluish in color. The linking of antibiotic resistant gene with the plasmid vector of Salmonella typhimurium by Stanley Cohen and the Hubbard Boyer was made possible by the enzyme, that is DNA ligase, linking, that means DNA ligase, clear? Tag polymerase restriction endonuclease galactosidase, no. So that is the DNA ligase. Next. This question already I have explained, that is for the set 2, question number 10, same question. Okay, you see the explanation. This question, the population growth curve applicable for a population of beetles growing in nature under unlimited resource, unlimited, this line is important, so it will be the one, unlimited resource condition. So this graph. Okay, now the next one. This one also the repeat question, already I have explained in set 2, question number 8. Just go back and view the explanation. Next, assertion reasoning 13, 14, 15, 16. These assertion reasoning questions are same for all the sets. Okay, set 1, set 2, set 3, but the sequence are different. So it is also written, has been already explained for the paper code set 2 and the set 3. Okay, that is 13 to 16. Only the orders are different. So you go back and listen the explanation. I hope you will not face any problem, as already has been explained and orders are different. I hope this explanation part is absolutely clear to you and almost all the answers are correct for you that you have attempted. I feel so. And once again gives me the indication that NCERT book thorough reading and the understanding of the NCERT book is highly important for the board examination, right? And if you feel this explanation is important, beneficial for you, then do share it with your friends who appeared this year with biology, and also tell them to subscribe my channel Biology with Bobita. God bless you all.